great win. We did the things we needed to do to win today, coming into a hostile environment on the road against a team that's picked to win their conference, and you give the crowd showed up. That's a good football team we played today. I hope for them, their students and all their fans buy in, and they continue to give them that atmosphere the entire season and support their team that way as they push to go try to win a championship. But we came out, and I told our guys we did all the things we need to do to win a football game when you're on the road. Okay? We did some things we got to get correct. Turnovers just they'll kill you. I mean, we had a fumble going in on the 1 yard line. We had a fumble right after a turnover on the plus side of the field. Those things can't happen. They cannot happen in the winning team. Penalties, huge amount of penalties today at key moments of the game. We're trying to get back. You get back to the wall on the road. Well, that's a tough environment. The crowd's going crazy. Everybody's around. Then we get silly, stupid penalties and back ourselves up. That's even worse. And put ourselves in a terrible position that way. But I'm proud of the way our guys came out and played. We got to play a lot of players today. Rolled them through and finished the game off, on both sides of the ball the way we needed to.
Penalties and turnovers, those focus issues, or what do you think that is?
Coming into the game, we were leading the SEC in least number of penalties, so I guess I don't know. So those are always focus issues to me. That's mental toughness. That's a discipline. Turnovers are a huge deal. We preach turnovers so much. We created a bunch on defense today. I'm pleased with it. But the offense ones, especially fumbles, that's something. And neither of them to me were, and they shouldn't be. Every once in a while you see something. Boy, that was a fluke play. Good plays by their kids, bad plays by our kids on those turnovers.
You're talking about Dak and the fact that you got a quarterback that catch it and score, throw it and score, run it and score. That's pretty good about it.
Did he do that again today? How about that? That's a pretty good deal. Should have got Jamie on to do with it. Great play too. It is huge, and I think the one thing I noticed that Dak really did a great job today was improvising outside of the offense. Had I think the long touchdown run. Was a run play, and he was looking to make a quick throw off of it. He pulled it. He decided to run. On the throwback that it does, you always have to defend him on the field out there. But he had some scrambles and some other situations that really kept drives alive for us of him outside of the framework of the offense making plays.
What about your secondary? It looked like they were struggling in the first half, especially coming off the LSU next season.
Yeah, we had a couple. We worked on it. Sense of urgency. We created some turnovers. I'm not pleased with how we played defensively coming out of the game, but we only gave up 3 points. So, in the end, defense is about giving up points. It's hard for them to play a lot better, but there's a lot of things I think we need to continue to get cleaned up. And keep guys, keep our guys healthy, keep them rolling through. Like I said, we want to keep playing a lot of players so we're always fresh. As you saw to me, I think second half, by rotating as many players as we did, we were a pretty fresh team in the second half.
The defense, they got the yards first down, they got down the 20-yard line, the defense didn't let them.
Well, red zone's a huge deal for us, you know what I mean? And for both sides of the ball, people think red zone's an offensive deal. It's not, it's a defensive deal as well. And for us, they touchdown field goal, they get down there, we hold them to a field goal attempt. I think we held them to one attempt and 2 attempts, and they missed one of the 2. Those are huge momentum plays for us to get off the field. Same thing on the other side, though. We got to score touchdowns when we're down there.
So yes,
did a nice job today. He was for the first week he was well ahead in practice statistically coming into the weekend, so we just went with him.
was it a rhythm thing or a game plan? They pulled Damian out.
No, it was game. Every week we go in with a little plan of what we're going to do when we want to get him into the game. This week coming in, we felt we've rolled him a lot the first 2 games. He's got some experience already ready to go, and just within the plan we were going to go with that. And then it would have been a field thing as we went on, and let Damon still got to play a whole bunch.
Was it more of a in-game kind of real situation where you don't tell him, and hey, Dak is injured, you got to go in right now type of thing? Or did he know he was going to come in at that point during the game?
At the game?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I told him the series before. I told him the middle of the 3rd quarter. I said, just make sure you're ready to go. I'm going to throw you in here any time now. And then as soon as Dak got the first down right there, and especially because he ran, I'm like, hey, let's just get Damian in there, get him his reps, let him go see what he can do.
Rotated the running backs as well. Josh came in, he seemed to put a spark in there too.
I thought he did well, but the fumble's horrendous, but the catch and the long run early was big for us. those guys through to see. We'll go watch on film to see who performed well. The neat thing when you're rolling them through is they all bring a little something different to the table. And it's almost like the same play run differently by different players. So it kind of gives a different spark to the offense.
Robinson's big catch is one of Malcolm Johnson had a deep clean block, and the next play you come back to him as a receiver, and he makes the play like that.
I didn't see the block. But I did see the great touchdown catch afterwards right there. That was one we felt we had a big play, we wanted to get up the ball, go fast. We knew as soon as you got to the red zone, they're a huge pressure team. So we knew we'd get a great matchup with Malcolm in man-to-man coverage.
What's the most important thing you take away going into SEC play?
Well, we're 3-0, and we've done things you need to do to win games, and all 3 wins have been very different, and we've done different things to win the game. So with this team, you get into SEC play, you got to learn how to win. It is hard to win an SEC football game. Everybody knows that. Every single week, you got to bring your A game. But we're doing the things you need to do to win football games, and I think guys will see that, grasp onto that. We're going to need to do a lot of those things next week in Baton Rouge.
Talk about second quarter with that 5-minute stretch. You get a throwback touchdown, Redmond's interception.
Yeah.
Another touchdown. How big was that quick stretch there?
Well, it was huge. It was huge. We were hoping to get one more before the half, and then we get the personal foul there, the unsportsmanlike penalty, which was just ridiculous. That's one of those things that you can't do hurt the team. You're looking at it. They gained another 20 yards after that. We'd had the ball at the 35-some yard line with 2 minutes to go and all our timeouts, and we had just been rolling 3 quick touchdowns on offense. The chance to really score and put the game away there at halftime, and that penalty kind of killed us. We end up back to the wall, and we get the ball out to midfield, but that's it.
What about your kicking team, your special teams? I felt like they were a lot better.
I thought we did pretty well today. Kicking the ball. Devin's been pretty solid all year. With the wind out there, he had the one short punt. And you watched it. It was a great punt, and it was going, and then I'm shocked it almost started going backwards. He got so much height on it, boomed it. It just kind of stopped. So I went up to him and told him, I said, because a lot of guys are looking at it like, oh man, I backed up, I needed a big punt. I'm like, well, you gave us a big punt. Good Lord didn't cooperate with it. He kind of blocked it. So, he had the trust to keep kicking with the confidence that he did that with his kickoffs out of bounds. I thought our place kicking was fairly well today. I thought our punt game was really solid.
We talked about it on last week's season, about handing the keys over to the offensive back. Is he ready heading into SEC season? Is he where you want him to be?
We better be, we absolutely better be. Whether we are or not, we'll find out next Saturday. But I like how our team's been playing. I like the approach of how we take games. I like the professional approach coming down into this situation. This is the biggest. They said this is the biggest game in the history of Mobile, Alabama. So Mississippi State is plastered as the biggest game ever played in Mobile, Alabama, was won by Mississippi State University. That's not Auburn, not Alabama, Mississippi State. That's pretty special for us in this environment, in this situation, for us to come in here, get this huge win. I'm really pleased with how this team is.